Iman Gadzhi just made the biggest investment of his life into Whop, and in this video, I'll show you why it's the biggest opportunity of 2025. Right now, the average creator on Whop makes roughly $9,000 per month selling digital products. But what most people don't know is that you don't need a huge following or even sell digital products to make money on Whop. Recently, they released a new program where you can get paid without having to show your face on camera or sell any products. And in this video, I'll show you how you can get started doing this for free. Here's how it works. Remember a few years ago when Andrew Tate was all over TikTok? You couldn't go 2 scrolls without seeing an Andrew Tate video. But why were so many people posting videos of him? The reason is because he had a program where people got paid to clip down his long-form videos and post them on short-form platforms like TikTok and YouTube Shorts. And if one of these videos went viral, he would pay them hundreds if not thousands of dollars for it. The first clippers who got in on the Andrew Tate trend back in 2022 literally made hundreds of thousands of dollars per month reposting his videos. Since then, tons of creators have started to use this method. Iman Gadzhi, Alex Homozy, Grant Cardone, they're all doing it. This business model is called clipping. Right now, there's a huge demand for clippers, and it's easier than ever to get started with. This is because Whop just released a new program called Content Rewards Program, where they'll pay you hundreds of dollars to repurpose long-form videos from creators like Iman Gadzhi and repost them on short-form platforms like TikTok. The way it works is that you'll get paid per 1,000 views you bring in, which makes it really easy to get started with. You don't need a huge following, prior experience, or even show your face. All you gotta do is generate views to the creator and they'll pay you for it, so it's a win-win situation for everyone. In this video, I'll show you everything you need to know to get started as a clipper on Whop in 3 steps. In step 1, we'll set up an account on Whop, join the Content Rewards Program, and find a creator whose video we're going to clip. In step 2, we're going to edit the video with captions, visuals, sound effects, and music. Finally, in step 3, we're going to upload the video to TikTok, and I'll show you how to register it in Whop so that you're actually getting paid for it. Let's get started with step 1, setting up an account on Whop. Before we get into the tutorial, I just wanted to mention that I've put together a step-by-step document where I've written down a checklist with all the steps and links to all the tools I'll be using, just so you can follow along the tutorial and easily find all the tools you'll need to be able to do this. I'll leave a link to my Whop page in the description where you can pick up this document for free. So, the first thing you want to do is head over to Whop and sign up for an account with your email address. You don't need any subscriptions or anything like that, it's completely free to use. Once you're logged into your account, you want to click on this Explore button to the left. Now scroll down a little bit and you'll find this Content Rewards headline, which is just where you want to be. Then click on Show All to get a full list of all the clipping offers. All of these boxes you're seeing here are creators who are ready to pay you to clip their content. You want to put your main focus on this blue box in the top right corner, because this is something very important. This is the RPM they're offering, meaning the amount of money they'll pay you for every 1,000 views you're generating. Let's take this one from Iman Gadzhi as an example. He's paying you $5 for every 1,000 views you generate, which is crazy considering how easy it is to get views on these platforms. To put this into perspective, if you generate 100,000 views, which is very doable, you'll get paid $500 for it. What most people get wrong here is that they go with the most famous creator you can find, which in most cases leads to them getting into a saturated niche. Instead, look for smaller creators you see potential in that haven't already been clipped thousands of times. For example, I found this clipping offer from a guy called Jordan Brown, who you might have seen on YouTube. Last year, he posted this 18-hour dropshipping course that ended up being one of the most successful online business videos on all of YouTube with almost 5 million views. After joining his program, I ended up at his content reward page where you'll see all the info about his offer. As you can see, you have to get a minimum of 10,000 views. You can post them on TikTok, Shorts, and Reels, and you'll get paid $50 for every 1,000 views you get. Almost all offers look the same, so it'll look the same regardless of which creator you choose. Now to get started with the actual clipping, we have to get access to clips, which we'll get through this drive folder right here. If you click on it, you'll get access to a drive folder packed with raw footage for us to use. Here you'll have a bunch of content to choose from like long-form YouTube videos, TikToks, and B-roll. This is where we're going to get almost all our material, so spend some time going through this folder so you know what you have to work with. Once you're familiar with the folder, we want to find our first video to clip. So I will spend some time looking for a video to use and get back to you once I've found something. After searching these folders for a while, I found this clip of him talking about risk-taking, which I thought had a lot of potential. All you gotta do after finding your clip is to download it by clicking on this button to the right. He also had a folder packed with B-rolls of him sitting at his computer, and of him when he was younger, so I downloaded a few of those too, and we can finally move on to the next step, clipping the video. The first thing you'll need is an editing software. Personally, I've always used Adobe Premiere Pro, which I think is the best one, but any editing software like CapCut or DaVinci Resolve will work too. Now start off by creating a new project. take the clip you downloaded from the Drive folder and drag it to the timeline. If you want to have the same layout as I'm using, click on Window in the top, Workspaces, and then choose Vertical. By doing that, the preview screen will be in vertical format, which makes it a lot easier when editing short-form content. Next, import all the B-roll you downloaded in the Drive folder and start placing them out throughout the video wherever it fits. For example, in the beginning, he's talking about going to school. I'll then add a B-roll of him when he was younger. Now continue this process until you've added enough of them. I've now added all the B-rolls, but we still need to fill out these blank spaces of him talking with more visuals, and I have the perfect hack for this. If you've seen viral videos like this before, you know that a lot of them are using movie clips as visuals. The problem is that most people don't know where to find them, but I'll give you a little golden nugget here on how to find whatever movie clip you're looking for in only a few seconds. There's a website called Clip Cafe that makes this process 100 times easier. How it works is that you can search up any movie out there and they'll have hundreds of short clips from that movie that you can download for free. Since we're creating a video that'll mostly appeal to young men, I want to go with clips from movies that audiences tend to enjoy. For example, Wolf of Wall Street and American Psycho. So I'll just type in the title of the movie in the search bar and have hundreds of clips to choose from. Once you've found a clip you like, click on it and press the download button. I'll continue doing this with a few more clips and get back to you once I'm done. I've now collected a few clips from those movies. Next, you want to import them to your editing software and start placing them out throughout the video wherever you think it fits. Nice, that's all we need to do for the visuals. Next, we need to keep the viewer engaged by adding some captions. This might look different for you depending on what editing software you're using, but the process is pretty much the same on all of them. In Premiere Pro, click on Text, Create Captions from Transcript, and you'll see this box with settings. I'd recommend you set the maximum length in characters to no more than 15 and the amount of lines to single. Finally, set the language to English and hit Transcribe and Create Captions. Once the video is transcribed, you want to go through the caption and check so that there's no spelling mistakes. Also, remove any dots or commas. Okay, the caption track looks good. Now we need to make them look nice by adding some style. To do this, click on Properties in the top left. Here you'll be able to change size, font, color, or whatever you want to change. First, I'll change to my favorite font that I use for all of my videos called SQL Sans. You can probably recognize it from accounts like By Maximize who are using the same one for their videos. I'll leave a download link to it in the step-by-step document. Next, I'll make the text a bit bigger and place it right underneath his chin, which is something you always want to do. That's where the viewer's eyes will fall naturally, so always place your captions there, regardless of where in the screen the person is located. To add this style to the entire caption track, click on this plus button and then OK. Now they're added throughout the entire video, and I think this style looks super clean. You don't need any crazy animation or colors, just keep it simple. Finally, we'll have to add some music. Personally, I'd recommend you go with a trending song that match the vibe of your video. For this one, I'll go with something like the song Evergreen, which I think fits motivational videos like this one, and I'm sure all of you who are watching this have heard it before. To add it to your video, search up the song on YouTube and download it to your computer. Next, upload it to your editing software and add it to the timeline. Just make sure you adjust the volume so that it's not too loud. Now watch through the entire video to make sure that everything looks good. Then we're ready to export the final video. Click on Export in the top right and enter the following settings to get the best possible quality. Set Preset to match source. That will make sure the video is exported in a vertical format. Next, click on the Video tab. Set the frame rate to 60. Check both Render at maximum depth and Use maximum render quality. Finally, set Profile to high and Level to 4.2, then we're all set to click on Export. Here's how the final video turned out.
You need to understand that everything in life is risky. Going to college, getting a safe route job is not as safe as you think it is. There are countless videos online of people saying they've reached amazing heights. They've become doctors, lawyers, they've done what you think is the successful move. And they're quitting their jobs, they're moving into vans, and they're finally reconnecting with themselves and living the lives that they've always wanted. Imagine if they didn't waste the 10+ years of going to school and attaining that job, attaining that success to realize they don't even want it in the first place. You need to connect with yourself.
As you can see, it turned out just like any viral video with millions of views, and it's because this is the same framework the guys who are doing this successfully are using. Next, you want to set up a clipping account dedicated to that person on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts that should look something like this. Just name it to the creator's name with some extra words, like in this example it's named Iman Gadzhi Clips. Once you get the accounts ready, all you gotta do is start posting as many videos as you possibly can on all of them to maximize the amount of views you're getting. The more views you get, the more money you make. But let's let's say you've gotten 100,000 views. How do you actually get paid for it? What you want to do is head over to the creator's Whop page. It's the same one we were on before when we collected the visuals. Click on this blue button in the right corner that says Submit. Here you paste in the link to the video you posted and upload the original file to the uploaded video. Something that's super important here is to submit this information within 1 hour of posting the video. Otherwise it won't work and you won't be able to get paid for it. Next, hit submit and you're all set to start getting paid for the views you're getting. And as you probably know, you can also get paid straight from the platforms directly through the YouTube Partner Program and the Creator Rewards Program by monetizing your account. But people still think you need to fill these crazy requirements like getting 10,000 followers and be located inside the US. But what if I told you there's a way around it? Let me know if you want me to show you how in my next video.